This segment is all about selling your business in today's economy. Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial, and this segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses and practices, and to leave a legacy. Joining me on this segment is Aldrin Fernandes. He's the founder of AR Business Brokers. Aldrin, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for having me on the program.
Tell us a little bit about your work and let us know specifically who are the types of clients that you specialize in helping.
So we've since we've started, we are primarily a sell-side brokerage, which means we work with sellers. So our clients and our relationships are mainly with the sellers to maximize their value at exit. And we do also provide a customer service to the buyers to help them and facilitate the transaction. But yes, our fiduciary duties are towards the sellers.
So for these sellers, they've been great at starting a business and growing it every day. How much thought do you find that they put into selling the business? Are they prepared, or how do they, how are they typically when they reach you?
Good question. I mean, it really depends on the type of seller. So we target two different types of sellers, which we categorize into Main Street, being businesses that are under 5 million in revenue, and then like the low mid-market M&A, which is between 5 to 30 million in revenue. It could go up to 50 as well. We see typically the sellers that are in the M&A side of the business, they have consultants and they're a little more sophisticated in terms of planning their exits, and they know exactly what they need to do, and they have already started planning. They contact us when they're ready to sell. Whereas the Main Street sellers have a different approach. They a lot of them, I'm not saying most of them, but a lot of them are not prepared for the sale. So when they actually approach us, we look at their financials and we say, okay, guys, you need to, do this, this, and this before you see us, because that's how you're going to maximize value.
When you first meet with these sellers, what's sort of the, most common concerns that they have on their mind? What do they typically ask you?
Typically, I think the first thing they want to know is if it's sellable, right? A lot of people that are in the Main Street businesses, they don't understand, and that's, why a lot of our process before taking on a client is educating them on the process, the value, the steps, the challenges, Yeah, so most of them, I think we need to educate them and really inform them, through the course as to, what to expect and stuff. So, yeah.
Are there any common mistakes or pitfalls that you find people have all the time that may prevent their business from being saleable? What have you seen?
Primarily, we take on businesses that are profitable. A lot of small business owners do not maintain good records or good financial records, and that is always a problem. When we don't have financial records, it becomes challenging to sell. Also, the dependency of the business on the owner. A lot of time, the owner tends to do pretty much everything, and that is also a problem. I mean, they have to have a proper, second in charge or a transition, or, someone that can operate, or people in place, or staff in place, or process in place that can operate the business without them. So they are not the business, and the business can operate independently. So I think financial records is number one, profitability, and then accountability.
In today's economy, after the pandemic, what is the state of your market? What have you noticed? Anything significantly different or changed now versus before the pandemic?
Oh, yes. I think the kind of businesses have changed drastically in terms of, there was some businesses that were reliant. There were some businesses that were reliant on a lot of staffing and being in certain locations. So I think the work from home has changed the culture a lot. In the last 2 years after the pandemic, we've actually discovered what businesses thrive during pandemics, and those businesses have actually got a lot of value as well, and a lot of value as well, and that has actually changed the way we look at businesses, because now people want pandemic-proof businesses, they call it, like transportation, logistics, online businesses. These have really done well. Healthcare, medical businesses have done really well.
Aldrin, what inspired you to get into this field and help business owners sell? How did you get started in this?
Oh, good question. So I came down when I immigrated. I immigrated to Canada about 13 years ago, and I came on an investor category visa. So I bought a business, started a business. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been doing this pretty much all my life. Ran the business for a couple of years, then, sold that, started another one, sold that. And in the process, discovered there's no one really professionally helping out people in this space, which is Main Street and low mid-market sort of businesses. And that's how I got into it. I have a finance background, a marketing background, sales background. So it all helped me. Then I did all my certifications, did my courses, and then started the project. And I love helping people. And I think a lot of our process, even the valuations and the education and the seminars, and it's all about informing people that there is value in your business. There's value. Just don't walk away from it, and learn to prepare for exit, all these things. So yeah.
Before I ask you my last question, in regards to selling a business in today's economy, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you that you feel is really important to share with business owners?
Yeah, and I mean, again, it really depends on in today's economy. I think today's economy, especially now, with what we are going through with high interest rates and talk of a recession. I mean, we've not seen it in our space yet. Recession, we haven't seen it, but I think buyers are looking for deals in terms of what they should buy. And again, they're looking at recession-proof businesses, pandemic-proof businesses. So that is definitely key. I'm sorry about that.
Sage advice. So for business owners listening who would like to speak with you, how can they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
They can call me on, they can go onto my website, which is aldrin.ca. That's ALDRIN.ca. Or they can email us, text us once you go onto the website, or call us. We offer a free complimentary valuation of their business to let them know what we think we can sell their business for. And that's really helpful when they're thinking of selling. And we'll also advise them if they need time or they need to plan it or stuff like that. Yeah.
This has been terrific. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate the time.
That was Aldrin Fernandes, founder of AR Business Brokers. And this segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals get their books done and published to educate consumers, grow their businesses, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me